Welcome to the Art Life video blog, day 161. I'm Kaitie Sekely.
I'm Jacob Wolf. Thank you for having me here, Kaitie.
Thanks for coming.
Real quick, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I moved to Portland about 2 years ago. I've been making art for a long time and just really been enjoying kind of getting into it.
Right on. When did you first start get introduced to the art world?
I've made art all my life as far as I know. But it's nice. I had some family. My one aunt and my one cousin were artists and they paint all the time. So just kind of being exposed to it that way, like, oh, they're painting, like I can paint too, and like just drawing and doodling.
Was your family, friends supportive of you being artistic?
For the most part, yeah. I think they did a really good job of not encouraging me to do it as a career. So they kind of waited more till like after high school to be like, yeah, but like they were always, they were always like, that's cool to do in your free time. Like, how neat is that,
Is art something that you want to pursue as a career?
Right now I have another career currently, but art is something I definitely want to do. It's something I'm doing. So I don't know if it will ever be like my mainstream thing, but I think I personally kind of need that. I need like my stability over here, and then like, being free to kind of fail or not, there's something really good in creativity for that.
How did people react to your work at a young age?
I had a lot of people tell me I was a good drawer. Like, it was really nice, all my yearbook comments, that was like what people wrote, and I was like, oh, that's awesome that they noticed, but it was just because like I was always doodling in class. No, people seemed to like it, but not, I don't know, again, it was weird. I had the impression from like a young age, I'm like, this is what I like to do, but like I was like kind of holding myself back, like I can't get too into it. And now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, but like I have the other things down, and now I have time to like really immerse myself and do everything that I try to do, everything I want to do.
How has your art style evolved?
I think I'm just trying different things now. I'm using a lot of like, I guess, multimedia, but like, so I started out acrylic painting. Whenever I was growing up, I didn't really have a designated spot. I'm kind of messy. My mom was always like, clean your room, so like pulling out all your art stuff and like getting set up and getting like the momentum, and then having to like clean it up. I definitely drew a lot more those days because it was much easier. Now I'm doing like a lot of acrylic stuff, and then just using a lot of different texture, and just like I don't even know if this will work out, but I try and I see how it goes. Like I'm using a lot of different, like, these are just beads that I had lying around. This is like some string, some hot glue, and like plastic wrap and clay.
Where do you draw your inspiration?
A lot of my stuff comes from just personal experiences and having been outside. Almost every one of these is inspired by like a time I had outdoors recently, and most of them like took place in the gorge or like Forest Park or Oswald West State Park, just like day trips and finding inspiration personally outside, and then trying to like share that with somebody.
Right on. Do you do your art when you're out on these trips, or do you take that back here and like do work in your studio?
I take it back here and I do work in my studio apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, but so like
we gotta work with what we got.
Right. I have I don't know, I've taken my art and I've painted outside sometimes, but it's like I never finish. I just always start. I'm like, oh, it's nice to like paint in the sunshine when that gets to happen. But I always take a lot of pictures or like keep a like mental image and come back, and I know that I want to paint that later.
Is there a specific style that you're going for?
No, I kind of just see what happens. Like I have a general idea when I start, then I kind of like let the pieces evolve I don't know, for lack of a better word, like a lot of it is I'm really into layering. So I'll paint one thing and then I'll paint over and then I'll look at it and like maybe hang it up like this piece here isn't quite done yet. But that's something whenever I painted in Pittsburgh, like I would paint with a bunch of friends and they would be like, "Oh, that's finished. That's done." I'd be like, "Nah, it's not quite there yet." And they'd be like, "What do you mean?" And eventually I'd go over it and they'd see it like months later and they'd be like, "Yeah, that did need more work." I see where you're going with that now. So, but it's I'm like proud to say I'm like these are finished pieces because they're almost like never finished until like I get them out, you know.
Have you had the opportunity to show your work?
Thankfully I have. My one friend had a shop for a brief period of time. So I was able, he was just open like 3 months, so I was able to hang them there and kind of get like a general reaction. Then he had like creative differences with his partner, so it kind of fizzled out. But it was neat to just like put them up and like, you know, have the excuse and the experience. Like I've never had to like prep them before and like, you know, put wire on the back and everything. And then I knew actually like it's been my goal for a while to like start to get into the Portland art scene. I was like 2016, you know, this is gonna be the year, and I was planning on like when things kind of calmed down for me in February. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna get myself out there. But I happened to like be Googling in January, like how do I go about this? And I found a Craigslist post for Portland pancakes and booze. So I was like, I found out like 5 days before the show, and I was like, I'm just gonna submit my stuff and see what happens. And they were like, yeah, come on. And so that was kind of cool, like on the fly to be like, I have an art show. Like,
wow.
I don't even know how to do this, but it was really awesome.
How did people like your work there?
It seemed to go over well. I just had these 3 big pieces. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it. I went in with like no expectations. But it was really awesome just hearing like people come up and notice things that I put time into. Like I didn't expect them to be like, oh, there's like this detail here, or you put a lot of time in that, or this reminds me of this. Like it was a really awesome way to connect with complete strangers and just skip over all the small talk and minutia.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you want to be showing your work more?
Yeah, I want to get involved, and even it was just really awesome. The Portland Pancakes and Booze was such a good opportunity to connect with local artists. I was really intimidated because I was like, oh, Portland artists, like the city is known for, you know, being creative and being involved. And I was like, here I am, like been here 2 years, and like I'm like, is this gonna be like, you know, like I've not gone to art school or anything, so I had no idea what to expect. But they were like so welcoming and awesome. Like I kind of expected it to be like more competitive for some reason. But people were like, hey, like you paint, I paint, here are all my secrets, let me help you. And I'm like, this is amazing. Just to like be embraced by such a community, you know, is really inspiring. I feel like I made so many friends that night. Like I had so many good conversations with everybody. I think it was like we were there for 5 hours, but I was like, man, talk to more people I have probably in a year.
How do people get a hold of you or see your work?
So I'm working on developing an online presence. It's called Circle My Sun. I have an Instagram and I'm working on a website currently, and I just made a Facebook page.
Right on.
Yeah.
So check that out, everybody. Circle My Sun. I'm gonna have to find you on Instagram and everything as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also, I will be posting this video and
Oh.
posting just like little mini clips of the video on my Instagram and linking to you as well.
Oh, awesome. So I can cross that off.
Right on.
Internet presence developed.
Getting there. Working on it. So what are some of your goals and aspirations for the future? Where would you like to see yourself go, or your art?
Really, I just want to make more things and try more things. There's like, you know, all different kind of art out there and different kind of styles, and I'm looking forward to maybe attempting some of them, and really just maybe getting more involved with the community and hopefully collaborating at some point. And
Definitely.
yeah.
The last thing that I wanted to talk about and mention was a gallery that I put on. It's called the Fourth Effin' Friday Gallery. It's always on the fourth Friday of the month. This is the first time I'm announcing April's Fourth Effin' Friday. It will be on April 22nd. My place. If you don't know where that is, hit me up. Southeast Portland, underground art gallery. There's always live music and free food and booze and a ton of artists. We paint on the walls, and then the big finale is an art raffle. So any of the guests that come in can donate $5 or more to the Art Life Video Blog and the Fourth Effin' Friday Gallery. And then any of the artists that want to donate something small, it's not a requirement or anything, but we just get this big pile of art, and then at the end of the night do a big raffle. And that's a lot of times why the people come, why the people stick around. They just love going home with original artworks from some artists that have big names in Portland, and some that are just starting to get known, like you or me. But it's always a great time.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast.
And I'm gonna shoot for May for the big one. The year and a half anniversary. All of the artists that I've interviewed will be getting an invite up to that point. And more details to be released about that, but look forward to it. It's gonna be a grand time. Do you have any last comments, questions, concerns?
No, I think I'm good. I feel like that was pretty short, but it summed it up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like really grateful to be here in a place where like dreams are encouraged.
Yes, that is, I don't know, coming to Portland has changed my life. If you're outside of Portland, don't move to Portland. Sorry.
Just move somewhere and find what you need to find.
Yeah, but if you're in Portland, we love you, and stay here, please. So yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is the Art Life Video Blog, day 161. And I've got some more interviews coming up soon, so we'll catch you then. Bye.